Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 7th grade concept of solving rate problems. This is standard 7.4D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 20 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. All right, so we have the cost of groceries for the Wynn family. $210. They used a coupon for 25% off. That's pretty good. What is the final cost after the coupon is used? All right, so we have a few different options of solving this problem. It just depends on which way you want to look at it. So we've got this grocery here, and it's $210. And really what I'm trying to figure out is, let me just kind of draw a strip diagram to represent, right? The original total is 210, but there's this 25% off, right? So we need to get rid of that. So let's figure out how we can find the percent of something. Well, if I want to find the percent of something, right? I can change my 25%, right? And percent means per 100 into fraction. Any percent could be changed into a fraction if you make it over 100. Then I need to change that into a decimal, right? 25 hundredths is 0.25. Some of us just kind of skip that middle step and go straight to moving the decimal over twice. That's fine as well. So I need to find what that percent off was. I've got the 0.25. Now I can multiply that by my 210. I'm going to drop the 2 zeros because I don't really need that. So let's multiply this. I'm going to ignore the decimal for now. I'm just going to pretend it's 210 times 25. We'll pick that decimal up at the end. So 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Second row, 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1, 2, and that's 4. I don't need this third row because it's just a whole bunch of zeros. So that's 0, 5, 2, 5. Now, I deal with my decimal. I've got 2 digits behind the decimal in my factors, right? So I've got 2 digits there, which means I need to match that in my product. Need to have 2 digits behind the decimal in my product. Now, the 5250 is not the answer, even though it's sitting right there. 5250 is what this is. This is 25% off. 5250 is 25% off the 210. I need to figure out what the final cost, which means I'm looking for how much left am I having to pay. Well, what I could do there is I can take that. Now I will need my 210.00. I could take my original price, right, and I can subtract my $52.50. If I do that, then I can find the final cost after the coupon was used. So kind of regroup here. That's a 10. Regroup. It's another 10. So that's going to be 5. 7. 20 minus 5 is 15. So I'm looking at 157.50. So that's looking good right there. Now that's one way to do it. Another way to do this is to, it still is 2 steps, but if you could do 1 step in your head, it becomes a 1-step problem. If this is 25%, and we know that the whole thing is equal to 100%, right? That's the whole cost is 100%. Well, then what would this missing part be? 25% is one chunk, then the other chunk needs to be 100 minus 25, or 75%. So when you are using a 25% off coupon, that means you're really only paying 75% of the price. So 75%, right, is the same as 75 over 100. Any percent could be turned into a fraction if you put it over 100, which means I've got 75 hundredths. That's what that means. So we could make this a 1-step problem if you take your 210, you multiply it by 0.75, because look what you get. Right? You get 0.714, 157.50, put the decimal there, and you got your answer, B.